we are live.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Good morning, buenos dias. Well, actually, let me take that back. Let's take that back real quick. It's afternoon time here in the East Coast. It is 12:01 p.m. Eastern time. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everybody out there. Hope all of you are having an awesome Tuesday afternoon, whether you're at school, whether you're at work, whether you're at the lunch hour right now, whatever the fuck it may be. I hope you're enjoying yourself. It is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. This is an impromptu live edition of Around the Point Extra. Live Around the Point Extra here on youtube.com/HeelSteven, my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, please, guys, please, pretty please, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the subscribe button down below. Give the stream video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Let's get this going, people. Let's get this fucking going. All right. Again, I hope you're all enjoying your Tuesday, what have you, whatever it is that you're doing. 1 second here. My door at times can be very, very suspect. There we go. We got it closing now and shit. But here we are. Here I am. It's me. It is Steve. Let's just get into this shit, bro. Listen, I did not think I would be doing this today. I really wasn't planning on it. I really was. My plan was originally, listen, I'm off on Tuesday. It's my day off. I'm going to come home, make myself some breakfast, which I did. I did some egg whites, some turkey bacon, multi-grain English muffin, made a little sandwich out of it. And that'll be it. Take a little nap, go to the gym later, and be ready for Vengeance Day later on in the day. So I'm driving and my phone starts blowing up. And it's Twitter. And it's people giving their thoughts on Cody Rhodes parting ways with AEW. Cody Rhodes parting way with AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Not only Cody Rhodes, but also Brandi Rhodes. And people are talking about this shit, right? People that I follow, people that, I watch, in my inner circle, if you will, no pun intended there, giving their thoughts on what's going on about Cody Rhodes and Brandi Rhodes leaving AEW. So then I see Tony Khan posted a tweet on, AEW's behalf. And this was Tony Khan's statement that he wrote. And this is where really sunk in. I'm also going to read your comments, guys, in a little bit. I'm also going to say this right now. I have no clue how long this is going to be. No clue whatsoever. So this is, again, if you have questions for me too, feel free to drop in your questions, all that stuff, okay? Also, again, if you want to check me on social media, it's all at HeelSteven, all right? YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, obviously, all at HeelSteven, all right? We did drop the latest episode of Around the Point. Is already up on the audio platform. If you're feeling limitless, we gave our thoughts on the Super Bowl predictions, thoughts on Keith Lee in AEW, and predictions for Vengeance Day, which is later on today. But like I said before, Tony Khan posted the statement on his Twitter. He wrote a statement out. This is what he said in quote, Cody and Brandi Rhodes were integral to the launch of All Elite Wrestling. Yes, they were. Cody's ability combined with his boldness and his passion for our industry and his love for community outreach helped AEW deliver on our mission to give fans what they needed for far too long. Sometimes new, innovative, and lasting. Brandi helped us shape the AEW story, and I appreciate how hard she fought for us both in and out of the ring. competing in the women's division while advancing our efforts at inclusion and civic causes, including great partnerships with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I have immense respect and appreciation for Cody and Brandi, and I wish them both the best as they move on from AEW. Thank you, Cody and Brandi. Now, I read this and I'm like, yo, this can't be fucking real. This cannot really be real, if you get what I'm saying. Now, there are reports like a month ago or so that Cody Rhodes was a free agent, doesn't have a contract with AEW. There were talks, when Cody caught COVID, right? And I think it was for the show in Newark. He was supposed to fly out to Jersey to sign his new deal with AEW. And obviously COVID happened and he didn't get to go and all that stuff. And his whole family had to do quarantine and all that stuff. But I'm going to be honest, now seeing all this, I'll be real about it. I really thought Cody was going to sign his new deal, right? Stay in AEW. Let's be honest. I think if you were to ask anyone out there, Cody Rhodes was going to be a lifer in that promotion. After all, he started that company along with, again, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Adam Page, and obviously through the funds of Tony Khan, right? And now you see this, and it's like, bruh, this shit can't be real. It really happening right now. For real, I really can't believe it. And then people are tweeting as well, giving their thoughts and all that stuff. And Cody, to his own credit as well, issued a statement, I guess, on his Twitter. And this is what he had to say, in quote, I have loved my time at AEW. Amazing locker room, amazing fans, amazing people. The revolution was indeed televised, and I have been incredibly lucky to be part of that. First, I want to thank Tony Khan. He has taken the baton and run with it. And it was an honor to work for him and to know him on a personal level. He is a beautiful soul. Obviously, I need to thank my incredible wife and the mother of my baby girl, Brandi, for all her love and support throughout this journey together and the amazing relationship she fostered. I said frosted, I don't know why. She fostered with Culture City and the American Heart Association. I also need to thank Nick and Matt Jackson. These two, whether they know it or not, took an undesired and a non-confident cub and gifted me the confidence to become a leader of the pack. Kenneth Omega, Chris Jericho, Chicken, we started the fire. I must thank Tim with Keith, with Mike and Greg W, and the amazing production crew who understood and captured the vision with such grace. I can't name everybody, but thank you to Miga and Margaret and Harrington, Jeff Jones, Dana, Tony Schiavone, Byrne, Raph, and the hardest worker in the game, QT Marshall, for propping me up with kicking me in the ass when I was running on fumes. I must thank all my kiddos, MJF, Jade, Sami, Darby, Lee, Ricky, Tom, the Guns, Brock, Velvet, Nyla, Aubrey, Turner, Vanilla, Solo, Spears, Julia, Anna, Will, Wardlow, Sunny, Fuego, and one, and of course -1. While we were at it, give Jade the Cody Vader. Also, I know I'm butchering all this shit right now. Also, need to take a moment to thank the great partners at Warner Media, including Brett Sam and the rest of the team. I have so many milestones and beautiful memories of this renaissance through the sweat, blood and tears, literal fire, and all that. I left it all on the mat. Everything pales in comparison to the final contributions I was empowered to lead at that company, the community outreach team. In the most inward moments, your outward behavior and your ability to take fame, influence, and do something of value for the communities you visit, whether the cameras are on or off. It is the highest honor. I am confident Amanda Huber will lead the department with style. I am so proud of my creations and contributions and the items I supported or collaborated on with such wonderful professionals. Thank you, fans. You all did the work. Let's live forever. And obviously there's Cody's logo, American, I guess the Nightmare Factory and all that shit. Again, for me, it's really tough to really sit there and think that, yo, this guy is gone from AEW. I really thought, again, when there were talks of, the EVPs, right, of Cody, Cody, the Young Bucks and Omega, yeah, there were so many EVPs in that at one time. And if you want to just pick one, it's going to be Cody. Again, I know I'm repeating this shit, and I know I'm not the only one who felt this way. Cody Rhodes was going to be a lifer in that fucking company. I'm reading comments right now. Cody's a traitor. How is he a fucking traitor? Please, someone explain that to me. How is Cody a fucking traitor? I really want to know this one. Please. How the hell can you call him a traitor? That makes zero sense. Thank you, Stan. I agree with you 100% on that. Brandon Brown writes here, I believe it's a work and it's going to get everyone talking, and he's not going back to WWE, or he's going to help ROH make a comeback. That's the thing about it. We don't know, which is funny because also this came out of Pershawn Rossap of Fightful, and you guys know how I may feel about, what's this? Getting the notification on my phone. What is going on right now? Yeah. Big Mike just found out about it too right now. He's again, the boys are at work right now, so obviously I'm by myself right now doing this. Keep that in mind. Sean Rossap posted this on Twitter. Now, again, he has me blocked, so I can't view his tweets, but again, screenshots were flown everywhere. So this is what he said, and quote, word inside the wrestling world is that Cody Rhodes could be leaving AEW and joining WWE. Regardless of his intent, we're told to expect an announcement soon, which is funny because yesterday during Monday Night Raw, WrestleVotes posted these tweets out, these like kind of cryptic tweets, if you want to call them that. I'm trying to find them. I don't have the screenshots here. This is what WrestleVotes basically said here. And again, we're going to talk about this more along the week because there's probably more info that'll be coming up. I just got to get this out of the way now. But this is what WrestleVotes tweeted yesterday during Monday Night Raw. If what I'm hearing is true, and then 3 dots. No one thought this was going to happen. Boy, oh boy, an hour ago, the last 12 hours or so in wrestling have been like again, the eye emojis and shit, worthy, to say the least. Between the Stone Cold rumor, there's rumors of Steve Austin having a match again, which I'll get into on another video, another stream, which are 100% legit. And now Cody Rhodes bomb looks like we could be in for a wild ride here, folks. And here we are. Because let's be honest, again, and I'm going to say this again, who in their right fucking mind thought Cody Rhodes, right, the American Nightmare, right, would ever leave AEW? And now there's rumors that he may be going back to WWE. I'm not big on that idea, considering the fact that, Cody, since leaving WWE, right, has taken all these subliminal hits at WWE. And you would never thought, okay, with the way and even that, I've heard interviews in the past where he even stated, I'm not going back to WWE. So now the rumors are going that the word is going out that apparently there's talk that they may be going back, which is insane. Again, in wrestling, I get the whole anything is possible, kid. Expect the unexpected. I believe that. But for those of you that are saying, oh, he's a traitor, I don't think so. I want to believe this. Cody Rhodes, in 2016, when he left WWE, he left a guaranteed job. WWE was never going to let him go. Let's be clear on that. WWE was never going to let Cody Rhodes go. Never. He had a guaranteed job for life, being the son of Dusty Rhodes and all the stuff that Dusty has contributed for WWE in wrestling, period. But Cody wanted to prove Vince McMahon and everyone wrong that he's not just a mid-card guy. He could be a main event guy, even if it meant that he would turn down this good job that he had, right? That they were never going to let him go and go elsewhere and be that top guy he wanted to be. And that's what he did. He left WWE. He went on to Ring of Honor, went on to Impact Wrestling, right? Granted, he wasn't the world champion at Impact. He was the fucking the Grand Slam champion that they had, that title for what it was worth. In Ring of Honor, he was the world champion. And yes, you can make the argument too. You can make the argument that, oh yes, Kevin Owens did him a solid by putting the word out to the Young Bucks, and they took them under their wing, took them under their wing and shit, right? All the fuck you want. But Cody Rhodes went out there and proved everyone wrong that he could be a top guy. He can have these amazing matches. And he's done that. Whether it was in Impact Wrestling, whether it was in Ring of Honor, whether it was in New Japan, hell, even in AEW. He went out there and killed it. Yes, at times, his promos could be cringeworthy. I'll admit that to you. But we cannot deny that guy went out there and proved everyone fucking wrong here. Hi, I'm from the UK. Apparently TMZ saying Cody, Tony Khan had a fallout recently. Maybe that's why he left, I think, straight to WWE, him and Brandi as his manager. Anything about it too. Let's assume for 1 second, right? Cody does go back to WWE. Now, am I saying that if he were to go back, would they still view him in the same way as if it was 2016? I don't think so. Then again, we don't know. We don't know until it happens. That's the thing about it. I think people don't seem to understand that either. We don't know if they even want him back. And if he does come back, it's crazy to think too. Think about this also, right? For so long, Cody fought to get his name back, right? For a while, he was just on the indie scene, the American Nightmare, Cody, right? And he got his name back. He got the trademark to be Cody Rhodes again. Why would you go back to the company and give them your name back? That part I don't understand. But if that's what he wants to do, then let him do it. I feel like Cody proved already what he needed to do on the independent scene. Hell, he even got a company started. Think about this too, right? All the stuff that he did, right? I just mentioned already, wrestling in Impact, Ring of Honor World Champion, wrestled in New Japan, fought for the world title against Okada, wrestled Kenny Omega, wrestled Kota Ibushi, all this stuff, right? U.S. champion, you name it, right? Think about this. In 2016, when Cody left WWE, right? He wrestled under a year of being gone at WrestleMania, Final Battle, Bound for Glory, and Wrestle Kingdom. Word is WWE has been working to bring Cody back since they found out his contract was coming up. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if that's it, if that's the thing behind it. But to sit there and say that he's a traitor, that's stupid, bruh. Don't say he's a fucking traitor. At the end of the day, could it be also that, hey, AEW, Cody wanted a certain amount of money and Tony wasn't going to give it to him? Because you think about this too, right? for all that you want to say about AEW, right? AEW now has the likes of a Bryan Danielson, a CM Punk, Keith Lee, and they're gonna go on and get more people, right? And it goes back to what I was saying a long time ago with the likes of Brian Cage. There was even talks about Brian Cage being frustrated in his contract that might not be renewed. And again, I said before how, and again, I know it had nothing to do with Cody, but this is just, again, just bear with me on this one, okay? Someone like Brian Cage, we know how good he is. We know if you watch him on Lucha Underground, if you watch him in Impact, you know how amazing he can be on the independent scene. It's just that when you go on a mainstream promotion, like in this case, like an AEW, and you bring in all these big names from the indie scene, it's tough to really stand out. And if you're Cody, right, you can't even wrestle, you can't even compete for the world title. You can't. And, you know, again, you're bringing in all these major names, these major players that are worth shitloads of money. Tony Khan is forking money left and right to bring in the likes of a Bryan Danielson, a CM Punk, a Keith Lee, a Brody King, and so on and so forth. I guarantee you he's going to throw money to bring in Jeff Hardy once Jeff has become a free agent. All you fucktards that are writing hashtag free Ali, free Ali, free Ali, once he gets let go in 2.5 years, Tony Khan will probably fork over money to bring him in as well. And this is what happened. And if you're Cody, you're on the outside looking in, even if you are an executive vice president. Cody isn't a traitor. He is a creative genius because this will cause the internet to ablaze yet again. Last time he was available, it was a checklist. Now it's a contract expiration. It's a thing also. Try to get that shit to go away. There you go. As far as Brandi goes, let's be honest here. Brandi really wasn't. And I know I'm talking more about Cody, but this is also Brandi Rhodes type of thing as well. But let's be honest here. Brandi, for all that it's worth, was just the name. It's all she really was. Brandi was just, you know, Cody's wife. I hate that. You may think I'm coming off like a dick, but it wasn't like she was moving the needle. Her promos were cringeworthy. The stuff with Dan Lambert were cringe as shit. She talked about making the comeback. It was never going to happen. I'm sorry. Just was not going to happen. Reading more comments here as well. I think this is coming from Raleigh. We'll call you Raleigh, okay? I think this is real. I think this is real. The fallout with Tony and the Young Bucks Omega. So now he's like, bye-bye. I'm going to the WWE. Come on, Brandi. Let's get out of here. That could be it as well. I wouldn't be surprised if that is it. I honestly would not be surprised if that is it. But again, you know, when you look back at Cody and his line of work on the independent scene, and to top it all off, you know, he got together with, again, the Bucks and Omega with the funds of the Khan family and created another wrestling promotion. Not just any rinky-dink mom and pop promotion, you know, a legitimate promotion that could compete with WWE at the same level. Granted, they're on TNT. They're on a major cable platform. And another thing also kind of factored this in. If you're Turner Network right now, you just lost Cody Rhodes. I want to believe Cody Rhodes, along with Tony, were like the brainchild, if you will, in the operation of getting AEW on TNT, now on TBS. Again, it's still owned by Turner. Will this have a major impact down the road? Let's say if Turner Network doesn't want to renew AEW. And again, if you're Turner Network, hey, just the thought of saying, hey, we have on our brand the son of Dusty Rhodes. Granted, I know they have Dustin there too. Dustin is still in AEW, but you have the son of Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, right? Who, let's be real about it, out of all the roads, out of Dustin, Cody is the better performer out of all three of them. There's no disagreement there. There isn't. And he's had some killer matches also in AEW. Let's not pretend that hasn't happened. He has some killer matches. I could think of Double or Nothing 2019. Him and Dustin Rhodes. A fucking amazing match. Hell, even the ladder match. The ladder match with Sami a couple of weeks ago. That was his last match. Let that sink in for a second. His last match on AEW against Sammy Guevara. Granted, as well, he had the match with MJF, Jericho, Malachi Black, Andrade. We can all sit here and say, hey, there's certain moments where he should have won and he should have lost, but he's had these killer matches. But the thing, hey, he was the first match on television for AEW against Sammy Guevara, and he's going out losing now to Sammy Guevara. We can even say, hey, you know what? He went out putting over the young talent and Sammy Guevara. I'm on my lunch break, just heard the news. Is it a rib or is it a shoot? Nah, brother. Again, AEW posted a statement out on their social media. They posted a statement out. And again, there's the statement right there. If you guys want to read that real quick, and all that shit. Mike, I'm live now. Big Mike. I'm live now. Big Mike, I think he's at work. But he might be joining. I'm not really sure yet. We gotta wait and see here. Let me see what I can do here. I think Big Mike, he's at work right now. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it this weekend as well. We'll talk about it this weekend also. Let me just send that to Mike. Because again, listen, I know I'm talking about this right now, but I want to believe as we get close to the weekend, there'll be more information about this. I really want to believe that. Because again, we just don't fucking know, right? But that's basically what Tony Khan said. Oh, I know. Also, Brandi posted a statement as well. This is what Brandi Rhodes had to say on her social media as well. A heartfelt thank you to every fan that has supported me in AEW. It was an honor to be the company's first chief brand officer. The thank you list is long, so I'll try not to wander. Thank you to Culture City, Special Olympics, Illinois, amazing Olympics, Illinois, and the American Heart Association for allowing me to cultivate these amazing partnerships. Thank you to every AEW heel that helped me build a dream community for female fans. Thank you to every AEW wrestler and talent that worked hard to create a great locker room environment. Thanks to the production team, makeup team, and seamstress. Thank you, Dustin, QT, Jerry Lynn, Leva Bates, for every ounce of energy, help, and encouragement you provided. Thank you to my husband for being that constant rock and partner every single day. Thank you, TNT, TBS, Warner Media, for treating my family like your family. Thank you to Tony Khan for giving me this opportunity and platform. I move forward with my daughter and this quote in mind. We must take time to define our own path. Too quickly, we can find the world defining it for us, unknown. Also, I'll see you on the flippity flop, Michael Scott. Sincerely, Brandi Rhodes. And that's her statement. Again, with Brandi, it's more comments here as well. What happens with Brandi's storyline now? That's a good question. What happens now? Here's another thing. Does AEW give them both a send-off? Can you imagine tomorrow on Dynamite, there's nothing with them involved? There's nothing. Can you imagine that? What happens to to Arn Anderson now? What's up? What happens with him? Again, all this shit right now is just so crazy. And I don't want to sit here and say it's the downfall now of AEW, but I expect a bumpy road. I really, really do. to be honest with all of you guys. I hope not. I really, really hope not. I really do hope, hey, you know what? In weeks to come, they work something out and Cody does come back. But there's a possibility that he might end up going back to WWE. He might end up going back to Vince McMahon and all that shit. And if that does happen, if that does indeed happen, I hope things are different now. They don't view him like the mid-carder that he was in 2016. I hope if he does go back, he's not going back to being Stardust. A will probably move on to a role with totally helping FTR. Yeah, but you can't have two managers managing a team. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. Doesn't work that way. I'm sorry. I'm sure Arn will probably be an agent now backstage and shit like that, which I'm all for, honestly. We have to wait and see what happens. But I will say this. This is right now an interesting road to WrestleMania. Can you imagine Cody Rhodes wrestling at this year's WrestleMania? Again, it's 2 nights. It's 2 nights of WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, again, I know there's people out there, a lot of these AEW diehards that are going to be in fucking denial, that are going to sit there and tell you this is, again, it's a work. He's not going back to the Fed. Fuck you. There's people right now on Twitter, the cult following, right? These delusional dorks out there are telling you that they're saying, fuck Cody Rhodes, fuck Brandi, you betrayed us, you're a traitor, how dare you, rotten hell, all this shit. People that are going down that road. People that are saying, Tony Khan is the savior of wrestling. It's so sad right now. Please, you dorks, I encourage you guys. I know I don't know where you guys are at, but over here it's kind of chilly right now. Get on a coat, go for a walk. Go for a fucking walk, read a book, all right? I think Cody's going to go to NJPW. Maybe so. You never know, Shield of Bali Castle. You just never fucking know. Hope all is well with you, brother, by the way. Hope all is well with you. Twitter is a cesspool right now. Tell me about it. Twitter right now is a fucking cesspool. Prepare tomorrow. Prepare yourself for tomorrow as well. Norman Smiley. Hey. You think Cody is just taking a break from wrestling and resigns from AEW later this year? Resigns. Okay. That could very well be another thing also. Cody's now a father. I want to believe that, just like Kenny took some time off after losing the AEW world title, granted, from nagging injuries. Who's to say, hey, if you're Cody Rhodes, you want to take time off, right? Have nothing to do with wrestling for a while, right? Stay home, raise your daughter, right? What have you, and then eventually make a comeback, get that itch again. That could very well be a possibility. There's a lot of things that can happen right now. At the same time, just like that report from Sean Ross Sapp from over at Fightful, as well, word inside the wrestling world is that Cody Rhodes could be leaving AEW and joining WWE, regardless of his intent. We're told to expect an announcement soon. That could very well be a thing also. We just don't fucking know, guys. We just don't fucking know what could very well be the situation right now. We just don't fucking know. We have no clue right now. That's the thing about it. I feel like right now, all of us right now are in the fucking, are in the fucking, we're in the dark right now and all this shit. And that's just how it is right now, sadly. But I'll tell you guys what, if you want to send me some questions right now, feel free to drop in your questions. I will answer to the best of my ability. Okay. But to keep you guys updated real quick as well, the latest episode of Around the Point is already up on the platform, on the audio platform, that is, of Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So please, if you have not yet checked that out yet, go give it a listen. All right. It's available, like I mentioned, on those platforms. Give us the 5-star rating. Okay. We do have merch coming out soon in the spirit of WrestleMania. We do have merch. I repeat this again. We have merch coming out in the spirit of WrestleMania soon. An announcement will be done within the upcoming days. Okay. We do have some announcements regarding merchandise. Okay. For the gang. All right, just letting you guys know that right now. All right, so there's that too. It makes sense that he could take a break. He tried to retire twice last year. That's another thing also. The AEW sectors are losing it right now. Yeah, bro, they are. They are. And all these podcasters, these pro AEW podcasters are losing their shit right now. If you think that right now that they probably are losing hair right now, bro, they're pulling their shit right now. I'm not going to say no names because that's not my style, but they're going to go literally go, oh my God, bro. They're ripping the script right now. Holy shit. Let's put it that way. Anyway, guys, if you have questions for me, feel free to drop in your questions. I'll answer some quick questions if you will, a little rapid Q&A if you guys want. I think today there's Champions League. I could be wrong on that too. Let me see here. Who's playing today? Who's playing? Is Real Madrid playing today? Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see who's playing today. Who the fuck is playing today? So I want to know. Ooh, 3:00, Real Madrid and PSG. Ooh, it's going to be a bad one today. It's going to be a bad boy today. You also have Man City and Sporting, Bayern versus RB Salzburg. Ooh, round of 16 starts today. I can't wait, yo. The round of 16 starts today. Reading the comments here as well. Champions League tonight. That's right, bro. Real Madrid and fucking PSG. Could be a good game. Going to be a fucking good game today. Do you think he's going to WWE? Apparently, there are talks. Andrew Zarian said, yeah, I think so. We'll see what happens. Great game, PSG versus Real Madrid. Absolutely. I might sit back and watch the games today, or if not, watch some clips. I don't know, because, again, I might be going to the gym later today, so I don't want to interrupt my gym schedule, if you will. So there's that also. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. But right now with Cody right now, again, guys, let's just give this some time. Let's give this time right now. Let's see what happens. I really want to sit there and tell you guys that, hey, this is a rib. This is a joke. April Fools came early, but reality, it's not. It's not right now. This is the last thing I would ever expect to be making a video on. All right. Hell, I'll be honest with you. If you would have told me who would be the AEW talent that would defect back to WWE, I thought it'd be Jericho. Yeah, that's another thing too. Mbappe playing for PSG, but going around Madrid in the summer. That's what I heard as well, man. It's gonna be crazy. You know what? Good for Mbappe. To me, right now, Mbappe is the best player in the world. And I know it's kind of crazy to say because you still have Ronaldo, you still have Messi, but this is where Mbappe separates himself from the pack. He has won a World Cup. At the end of the day, yes, for every Champions League, for every Europa Cup, every Champions League, for every League Cup that Messi and Ronaldo have won, Mbappe's won the World Cup, and that I think carries more weight than those cups, if you will. Do you see WWE throwing the bag at Cody? Fuck yeah, you already know. I think Jericho might go to WWE. Maybe so. Maybe so. And another thing also, if Cody, if I personally feel if Cody does go to WWE, this is it for him. This is his last run. And if you're planning on retiring, I want to believe you want to retire in a WWE ring. 9 times out of 10. Breaking a big old truck of money for him. Exactly. Backing the big old money truck. Exactly. Hey, pal. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Throw the truck out, Dusty's son. Yeah. Hey, pal. Goddamn, pal. What a 2 days. Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. Brandi and Cody leave. AEW. What is going on? Listen, the Steve Austin, Kevin Owens thing, I'll talk about that later on in the week. Okay. I'll talk about that later on in the week because I have a lot to say about that, and I want to save it for that. All right, for around the point. Meal prep question: what do you cook your meals to stay consistent? When do you cook your meals to stay consistent? I cook them all on the weekend. I'm doing basically right now a no carb diet. No rice, no potatoes, no pasta, no bread. even though I kind of did have a multi-grain English muffin today with my egg whites and turkey bacon as a sandwich. But other than that, I have eliminated soda. I have eliminated rice, potatoes, bread. It sucks because I'm Peruvian. I'm Hispanic. And growing up as being Hispanic, being Peruvian, rice and potatoes are the main ingredients in every single dish. So for rice now, I'm doing cauliflower rice. For potato, I'll do sweet potato. I have not yet jumped on the zucchini pasta. I want to. I really, really do. But I haven't jumped on that yet. But what I do is, to answer your question, I do all my cooking on the Sunday. Sunday morning, Monday morning, I do all my meal prep cooking, basically. I'll basically marinate my chickens and my steak, whatever the fuck I'm making the day before, so that the flavor's still there, right? And then I just cook them basically, and I put them in containers and good to go. Like yesterday, I had my chicken with the cauliflower rice. Today, I'm gonna have the steak with cauliflower rice. Okay, I'll watch the show. Thanks, Steven. No problem, brother. For sure, appreciate that. But to keep you guys updated real quick, quick little update. This Saturday, myself and Walter will be going live for the Elimination Chamber watch along. Wrestle Companion will be going live 12 p.m. Eastern Time. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Wrestle Companion. Myself and Walter will sit down, watch Elimination Chamber live from Saudi Arabia. So make sure, again, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification down there. All right, be notified when we upload, when we go live, and all that fun stuff. Okay. We might watch No Surrender. Not really sure yet. It's a Saturday night, so there's that too. Okay, cool. I'll watch that show. Thanks, Heel Steven. No problem, brother. Hope you enjoy the game later today too. A la Madrid, PSG. It's gonna be a crazy game. Let's see what happens here. This is what I like too about the Champions League. Me personally, I started watching the Champions League around this time. Let the group stage happen, that's fine. But when you get to the round of 16, that's when it really intensifies. Okay. Good morning. Well, pretty much good afternoon. Good afternoon, Supersonic. Good afternoon. So there's that too. We do have merchandise dropping soon, by the way. Merch will be dropping soon. I have an announcement about that in the upcoming days. Let's just say we're working with the site. It's going to be great, just in time for WrestleMania weekend, aka Dork Mania weekend, all for the gang. Let's put it that way. So make sure when the merch drops, you guys go cop it, okay? So hopefully you guys do. And all that fun stuff. But anyway, guys, listen, it is about to be 1 p.m. I'm going to try to get a nap in, go to the gym by 2 o'clock. I want to get some cardio in, do some more weightlifting and all that stuff. And later today, eat my meal prep, watch Vengeance Day. I'll be tweeting throughout Vengeance Day. Do that too. What was your thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show? I loved it. Again, it's my childhood. You get what I'm saying? My only question is, though, how will they top it next year? I have no fucking clue. Like, to be real with you, I love this year's halftime show and the halftime show for 2020. It was Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, and J Balvin. Everyone got upset about it. I can imagine why. They were mad there was no Paul McCartney. There was no Bruno Mars. There was no Coldplay. But hey, it is what it is. Okay? But I might be tweeting live during Vengeance Day. So again, if you want to hear my thoughts on a Vengeance Day and all that stuff, please feel free to follow me on Twitter and all social media. Of course, all that fun hippity hoopla at Heel Steven. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. All at Heel Steven. I'll be tweeting live during Vengeance Day to see my guy, my boy, Big Braun Breaker, and still the NXT champion. And a lot of fun stuff. Dynamite is going to be very interesting right now to see tomorrow. Tomorrow's Dynamite is going to be must see. I'll even go again. We don't even know if they're going to do a send off for Cody Rhodes. I think he deserves one. I think honestly, he deserves a proper send off. I'll be open to it. But let's see what happens. All right, guys. Guys, again, if you're watching the playback, feel free to give me your thoughts, your comments, all that fun stuff. Again, Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter, and obviously YouTube, all at Heel Steven. All at Heel Steven. I might be changing my name. I'll keep you posted on that as well. We do have a Discord server. All right, links in the description box below. Please join the server. We'll have some stuff going there as well. We're also available on Spotify and Apple Podcast. All right. The latest episode of Around the Point, Are You Feeling Limitless, is available already on audio platforms. So please, if you're on Spotify, if you're on Apple Podcast, please feel free to hit the 5-star rating. Okay. That's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day. There might be a Wrestle Companion. I don't know yet for later today. We might not. Just keep y'all posted on Twitter. All right. But that being said, this has been a live early AM, I guess, if you want to call it, impromptu edition of Around the Point. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm going to play the intro again, and we're out of here. Peace out, everybody. See y'all later. Maybe. We'll see. But enjoy Vengeance Day for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
The Point.